Few people have lived a life as remarkable as Crescencia Garcia. From a small coastal town in Puerto Rico to the front lines of World War II history, she served her country with quiet strength, defying the odds at every turn. Born on April 18, 1920, Joyce's story is one of perseverance, service, and the quiet strength of a woman who contributed much to her country and family, all while navigating the challenges that came with being both Puerto Rican and a woman in a tumultuous era. To truly understand her life and impact, one must consider the historical context in which she lived, the significance of her military service, and the lasting influence of her personal values. Born in Puerto Rico in 1920, Joyce was a part of a generation that witnessed monumental changes. Puerto Rico, though a U.S. territory, had a unique cultural identity shaped by its Afro-Caribbean, indigenous, and Spanish heritage. Joyce's upbringing in this rich cultural environment influenced her sense of self and her understanding of the world. Puerto Rico was a place that balanced between two worlds, the vibrant Caribbean traditions and the complex relationship with the United States. For many Puerto Ricans, identity was something fluid, and Joyce's life would be shaped by this duality. As a young woman, Joyce faced the challenges of a world steeped in inequality and prejudice. The 1920s and 1930s were periods of significant social and economic upheaval, with the Great Depression affecting much of the world. For women, particularly those of minority descent, opportunities were limited. However, Joyce's determination to make her mark would be realized in an extraordinary way. During World War II, when the United States called on its citizens to serve, Joyce answered that call. This was a time when the United States was engaged in one of the largest and most devastating conflicts in human history, and every able-bodied person was needed to contribute to the war effort. Joyce became a part of the 688 Central Postal Directory Battalion, a pioneering unit that made history as the first and only all-black, all-female battalion to serve overseas in World War II. The battalion was tasked with sorting and delivering mail to soldiers stationed in Europe. During the war, many soldiers were stationed far from home, and mail was one of the few connections they had with their loved ones. The 688's mission was not only vital to maintaining morale among the troops, but it also demonstrated the crucial role women played in the war effort, often in ways that were not fully recognized at the time. The 688 Battalion faced significant challenges from the start. Many of the women in the battalion were African American, and they were often met with prejudice from both within the military and from the broader society. They were part of a segregated military, a system that limited their roles and opportunities. Yet, despite the discrimination they faced, the women of the 688 excelled in their mission. Their efficiency and commitment to their work were unparalleled, and they worked tirelessly to ensure that the soldiers received their mail. This battalion became a symbol of courage and perseverance, proving that women, particularly women of color, were capable of extraordinary things, even in the face of adversity. Joyce played a crucial role in the battalion. She wasn't just a member. Her contributions helped shape the legacy of the 688. This battalion's success was not just about their ability to perform a task. It was about breaking barriers, challenging stereotypes, and showing the world that women, especially women of color, had a place in the military and in the fight for freedom. The battalion's members, including Joyce, were recognized for their service and bravery, though for many years, their contributions went largely unacknowledged by the broader public. It wasn't until decades later that their achievements began to be celebrated more widely, culminating in the recognition of the battalion's members with the Congressional Gold Medal, one of the highest honors a civilian can receive. Joyce's military service was more than just an act of patriotism. It was a testament to her character. She exemplified the qualities of resilience and dedication that defined the women of the 6888. These women worked under harsh conditions, sorting through mountains of mail, often in difficult and unsanitary environments. Yet, they never wavered in their commitment to their mission. Joyce, like many of the women in the battalion, was driven by a sense of duty and purpose, motivated by the belief that they were contributing to something greater than themselves. Their service helped to maintain the morale of soldiers who were fighting on distant shores, and in doing so, they played an integral role in the success of the Allied forces. After the war, Joyce's life continued to be marked by service, both to her family and to her faith. She moved to the Bronx, New York, where she became a devoted member of the Our Lady of Victory Church. Her faith was an important part of her identity, providing her with the strength to face the challenges of life. For Joyce, prayer was not just a ritual, but a source of comfort and guidance. She leaned on her belief in God during times of joy and sorrow, finding solace in the church community and in her unwavering connection to her faith. Joyce's legacy is also deeply intertwined with the story of Puerto Rico and the unique experience of being Puerto Rican in the United States. Though born on the island, Joyce's life in New York and her role as a U.S. Army veteran highlighted the complexity of Puerto Rican identity. For many Puerto Ricans, the question of identity is multifaceted. They are citizens of the United States, yet they are also deeply connected to their Puerto Rican heritage, a culture that is distinct and rich in history. Joyce's life was a reflection of this duality. She was both a Puerto Rican and an American, a woman of faith and a woman of action. Her ability to navigate these intersecting identities speaks to the broader experience of Puerto Ricans in the U.S., particularly in New York, where the Puerto Rican community has long been an integral part of the city's fabric. At 103 years old, she passed away on August 3rd, 2023, in the Bronx, New York, leaving behind a remarkable legacy. As we reflect on Joyce's journey, we are reminded of the many unsung heroes who have shaped the history of this country. Joyce was one of these heroes, a woman whose contributions to her country and family were profound, yet often overlooked. Her service in the 6888 Central Postal Directory Battalion was groundbreaking, and her efforts played a crucial role in the success of World War II. Yet, like many women of color who served during this time, her contributions were not fully recognized during her lifetime. Today, however, we honor her legacy and the legacies of all those who served with her. Joyce's life reminds us that history is shaped by the quiet, everyday acts of service and love, and that the contributions of women, particularly women of color, have often been overlooked but should never be forgotten. If you want to learn more about the incredible story of the 6888, check out our full playlist. Just click the playlist link on this video or in the description below. You can also find more videos on our channel all about their mission and impact. And if you like this video and know someone in the military, please share it with them. Thank you for watching.